Hi, it's Lynn Rose, and welcome to The Big Leap Part 2, Part 2. And if you saw the first little bit I did on The Big Leap about Gay Hendricks' new book, The Big Leap, you saw me sharing in there a core concept out of the book that's just life-changing, and I invite you to go check that out. And I had talked about when I was talking there that I only even just read 3/4 of the book and had about another quarter to go, and how much it had impacted me already. So today I started reading the remaining quarter, and I read the best chapter called Einstein Time. So I want to share that concept with you because boy was that written for me and maybe for you. And it's about how we deal with time, and especially in today's times where we're just so busy and harried and running from place to place and scattered and overwhelmed, and we're feeling more and more contracted and compressed, and I can't get it all done, and Lord knows, hi, that's me. So, by the way, if you hear the birds in the background, I just love hearing them. Got to take a little time out to enjoy nature while we're along the way. So what he says is we need to remove ourselves from the concept of Newtonian time and step into Einstein time. And so what he means by that is not looking at time as linear and getting so focused on, oh God, I only have this much time and I have this much to do, and then you feel so much more stress and effort and don't get it all done, and it's this ongoing process that piles up and more stress. He says instead, and it's a little radical, but really feel ownership of time. Really, time in a way stands still in Einstein time. In Einstein time, the past, the future, the present's all one, all interconnected. And I know this might sound a little out there, but there's a whole different way of connecting to time if we allow ourselves to take a step back and say, I take ownership of time. So, this point forward, not allowed to call someone and say, listen, I've run out of time, or listen, I'm too busy, or listen, I didn't have time to. Any ways that shows up where you're giving time the power, take that away. Because he made a great point. He said, let's say you have an 8-year-old child. The child comes in and says, Mommy, will you come play a game with me? And you're in the middle of a real important report. You would say, I'm sorry, darling, I don't have time right now. But what if that same 8-year-old child came in and had just really severely cut her leg and was bleeding? You would take that time and handle that situation. So you do really have the time. So if we take ownership about how we look at it, there's something that shifts, and it's like gives you the power. So then as you are going through what you need to go through, there isn't that added element of the stress or the compression or the contraction. And that's really important. I will speak personally for me, because I started recognizing I was starting to feel like I'm out of control. I have so many calls to return. I don't have enough time in the day to get back to these people, and they probably feel, what's going on? I have so many things on my plate to do. How am I going to get it all done? It's slipping away. Anybody relate? And so there's something very freeing about just taking ownership of it. I've been catching myself all day and not getting caught up in the languaging of it. And then also really honoring each step of the way of when I've accomplished something or what I'm doing, and really just being in the moment with it as well. So the book, of course, says it better than I do. But I invite you to take that on for yourself, and definitely check out Gay Hendricks' book, The Big Leap.